Pokémon is one of the most recognizable franchises on the planet. After Legends Arceus breathed new life into the series, fans were hopeful that Game Freak had finally found a new formula. And then Scarlet and Violet happened, and well, let's just say the lesson learning process took a little bit of time. Thankfully, after countless patches and some genuinely strong DLC, even a switch to upgrade, this series seems to be going in a good direction. Now comes Pokémon Legends ZA, a title that would obviously be under enormous scrutiny from day one. The question was simple: did they finally get it right this time? Surprisingly, yes, ZA might not be the groundbreaking feeling game that Legends Arceus was, but it's still crisp, creative, and most importantly, fun. It's the kind of fun that was hard to put down, so let's break down exactly why Pokémon Legends ZA pulled me in so much. At its core, ZA delivers the familiar Pokémon foundations: catching, battling, and type advantages. Those core mechanics remain untouched, but the major twist is the real-time combat system. Instead of waiting your turn, attacks now operate on cooldowns, keeping combat active and fluid. You can move your trainer around the arena, dodge incoming attacks, and even get targeted by wild Pokémon yourself. It feels fast, chaotic, and surprisingly refreshing, though it's not without its flaws. My biggest gripe is that while you can move your trainer around freely, Pokémon themselves fight almost statically. They move around depending on what kind of attack they're doing, and it's just mostly in terms of distance. But imagine how much deeper the system could have been if both you and your Pokémon could reposition dynamically. It's understandable given how much is already happening on screen, but still, it felt like a missed opportunity. Certain attacks leave lingering effects also, stuff like traps or spikes. These require repositioning, and these are just really great ideas. Yet, you only get a small handful of these moves with using this mechanic, which really keeps the system feeling just a little too safe. Even so, battles are rarely overwhelming and have a satisfying rhythm to them that rewards attention without punishing experimentation. Unlike past entries, ZA is set entirely within Lumiose City. Yes, just one city. That might sound restrictive at first, but the design turns that limitation into a strength. The city feels alive, layered, and surprisingly explorable. After the intro, you're free to roam to nearly anywhere, scaling rooftops, exploring scaffolding, gathering items, and diving into the wild zones. Contained environments where Pokémon roam freely. There's a ton of side content here too, from short quests to collectibles to hunt. Over 100 optional missions provide really tangible rewards, items, rare Pokémon, or bits of world building. And because most are quick to complete, they never drag down the pacing. As someone who enjoys a good side quest spree, I appreciate how ZA respects players' time while also still rewarding curiosity. You play as a newcomer to Lumiose who joins Team MZ, a small group trying to make their mark. Naturally, chaos erupts when mysterious forces cause Pokémon to mega evolve uncontrollably. It's your job to uncover the truth and restore some balance to the city. The plot itself is pretty straightforward, but the characters are where ZA shines. The cast has some genuine charm, from snappy dialogue to expressive animations and really distinctive personalities. The internet has already fallen in love with them, and it's easy to see why. Unfortunately, the lack of voice acting is once again noticeable. The expressive models and cinematic framing are just crying out for voices, but it seems like we still have to wait for that. Interestingly, the game also explores a little bit of tension between Pokémon and humans sharing an urban space. Through NPC interactions, you can see some admiration and a little bit of fear. Surprisingly, it's a thoughtful angle for the series to explore, even if it's just a very small fraction of it. One of ZA's most interesting systems is its day-night cycle. During the day, you can explore, catch Pokemon, and complete requests. At night, battle zones open up where you can challenge other trainers to raise your rank. These act almost like open-world gyms. Each rank-up battle introduces new characters and escalating difficulty. Battling trainers also has a fun twist. You can ambush them for a free hit at the start of combat. It's a small detail, but it adds a cheeky layer of strategy. Challenge cards within also give bonus objectives that let you earn extra points or money for completing certain conditions. When the sun rises, your performance is tallied and the loop begins again. It's a clever rhythm of day-night exploration and night battles to keep the gameplay fresh and structured. Catching Pokemon in the city might sound odd, but the narrative makes it work. The wild zones are designated areas for Pokemon to roam free. You can weaken and catch them traditionally, throw a Pokeball directly, or even knock them out for a small capture window to open up. It's a great evolution of Legends Arceus' systems. As you progress, more wild zones unlock, giving new access to Pokemon and environments. The Mega Evolutions also make a major comeback, featuring both returning and brand new forms. Some of the Pokemon that get Mega Evolutions are really shocking, like Frostlass, which is one of my personal favorites. Not to spoil them, but there are plenty that you might not expect, even though the game has been out for a couple of days and you know how people are on the internet. Mega Stones can be purchased or earned through these boss encounters. The boss encounters are epic arena-style fights against Mega Pokemon. These battles have unique attack patterns that force you to strategize your typing and Mega Evolution timing. They're intense but never unfair. They also just stand out as the game's highlight. So I don't have a Switch 2 yet, so I played this game on a Switch 1. And even though I wanted to play this on a Switch 2, considering how Scarlet and Violet was, even on the base Switch 1, ZA performs far better than Scarlet and Violet did. Frame drops still happen, but it's a major improvement. Lumiose City looks vibrant, and while some textures and layouts repeat, traversal feels fairly seamless. Rooftops and streets could use a more visual variety, but the world remains fun to navigate. So to wrap up, Legends ZA isn't flawless, but it's one of the most fun Pokemon games I've played in years. The loop of exploration, battle, and discovery hits perfectly, and the pacing of rewards makes it dangerously easy to lose hours and hours in the best possible way. It feels like Game Freak finally remembered what makes Pokemon special: engaging worlds, rewarding progression, and memorable characters. Whether you're a longtime fan or someone who drifted away from the series, ZA is definitely worth your time. It's a confident step forward that shows that the franchise can still make a really fun and a little bit surprising game. Either way, I'm Brian from Valkerion Gaming. Thank you for watching this review of Pokémon Legends ZA. Don't forget to like, sub, hit the bell for more game reviews. Until next time, trainers, see you in Lumiose.